Good morning. I'm Daniel Andrews with Network in Action. I'm here with my friend and client, Travis Nichols. Travis, good to see you.
Good morning.
Travis works with Higher Dynamics. Travis, tell us a little bit about that company, if you could.
Absolutely. So we are a staffing agency, and we specialize in light industrial, warehouse, as well as higher up jobs as well, more considered to be white collar positions. We've been ranked as the #1 staffing agency in the Southeast for the last 12 consecutive years. From a client and talent standpoint, our reviews are 5 stars on Google, and we were actually just voted this past year in South Carolina as the #1 fastest growing company out of companies of all sizes. So, we've had a lot of success of putting great talent to work for great clients.
Great. Why did you choose to join this company when you were on your job search and your journey?
It's a great question. So I think at this stage of my life, I find that stability is very important. Having a young family. And so a couple of things were important. One, the financial stability obviously is a big part, but I think for me, the biggest piece is culture of the company and the morals and the values that they stand for. And going through all the interviews that I went through, it seemed to be a little too good to be true, but, they believe in what they do. And we very much have a customer focused company, very, very much focused on the employees as well. And, I can say in my 9 months here so far that it has been one of the best decisions I've made from a career standpoint. We truly do a lot of things to differentiate ourselves and not be considered a commodity, and very much a commodity minded field that we're in.
Yeah, I think typically staffing, as well as a few other industries, are subject to that sense of they're all the same. Lick it, stamp it, put it in the mail, and go with the low bidder in a lot of cases. I think it's probably obvious to the people that are viewing this video from the timestamp on when this was uploaded to the fact that I've retreated to my villa in the Caribbean, and you're there in your kitchen as opposed to your office, which I visited, and it's quite nice. This is being recorded during the time of the pandemic. This is mid-April 2020. What have you guys done to make yourselves stand out and bring additional value to the public at large, clients and potential clients? And if that's 3 different answers, that's fine. In the time of the pandemic,
So I'll focus on the one that hits home the most. I think a lot of companies, a lot of CEOs will very much be judged for the way that they reacted to this pandemic, mostly for their internal employees. And the one thing I can say is we've very much been ahead of the curve. It seems, we've made some tough decisions, but everything I think has been done in order to keep us all working, which is a big thing. So they've shown a lot of value in us, which is something I think would be considered old school in this day and age, investing in your employees. So that's a big thing. They showed really, truly where their colors were, for what I do as far as a business development manager goes. I cannot be grateful enough for all the resources that they've provided. It is important, obviously, to be, well-versed in the products and the services that you sell as a company, but I think it's even more important to know exactly what's going on in the culture, what's going on in our industries, what's going on with the companies that are affected. How is everybody making these changes? So when we do reach out, we are knowledgeable. So I have, dozens of articles sent to me daily. We have multiple conference calls, just discussing the trends, what's going on, how everyone's affected. So I think that's really big as far as preparing us, to be able to reach out to potential clients and existing clients. I think the third thing is, I think our approach to one of our existing client base, and then to the potential clients. We don't want to be like everybody else, and we don't want to be overly salesy right now, because, there's a handful of companies that are still working in our industry, and every staffing company is knocking down their doors. So one of the biggest things that we've done to differentiate ourselves is we host virtual roundtables with different topics, and we invite everybody to those things. And, most recently, we hosted one on this new CARE Act, you know, as far as unemployment goes, the stimulus package. We had our, you know, one of our executives on there leading the call, and she did a phenomenal job of just educating. You know, we had no intention of selling and trying to land any clients in that video, but it was simply just, hey, this is where we're experts at. You know, this is the kind of stuff that we just want to give away for free. We want to make sure everybody's educated. And so we do that regularly. And, you know, I think that it's important to show that we are so much more than just someone who's after a little bit of commission trying to put talent to work, but, you know, we provide a lot of added incentives.
That's great. I think it would be awesome if people get in touch with you, have questions about how you can serve now and in the future. Should have asked you this before. Do you have a business card nearby that you can hold up to the screen, or do you just want to give out your phone number and your email address?
Yeah, so unfortunately I do not. It's across the hall, and I know if I walk in there, then it's going to be a barrage of kids and dogs. So, you know, my cell phone number is 832-721-7039. My email address is travis.nichols, Nichols, at hiredynamics.com. So
spell out Higher Dynamics for folks. HIREDYNAMICS.com. Thanks. I say that because all us with a Southern accent, higher sounds like higher. Right there you go. See, perfect right there. That's what we needed. All right, Travis, thanks for your time, man. You know, I'm going to serve you any way we can, and we appreciate the contributions you make to the team.
Thanks, Daniel.